They say the sky is open. But there's one place even pilots avoid when the sun goes down. The Pacific Ocean. It's massive, remote, mysterious. And for decades, flight crews have whispered stories about what happens when aircraft cross it at night. Disappearing radar, unexplainable turbulence, blackouts that last for minutes, even time loss. And some flights? They simply never return. What's really happening over the Pacific Ocean? Is it just coincidence or something more dangerous than we've been told? Tonight we dive deep into one of aviation's most unsettling secrets. This is the dangerous truth about flying over the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean covers over 63 million square miles, almost one-third of Earth's surface. There are regions so remote, they're called points of no return. Areas where if something goes wrong, there's nowhere to land and no help for hours. But it's not just the isolation. It's what happens in the air. Several pilots have reported strange electromagnetic interference in their instruments, altimeters that fluctuate wildly, autopilots that fail, even complete radio blackouts. One commercial pilot flying from Tokyo to Los Angeles at night described a sudden wall of turbulence, with no storms nearby and no meteorological explanation. But when he contacted air traffic control to report it, his signal vanished for nearly 3 minutes. His co-pilot called it the dead sky. It's not just myths. Real flights have vanished over the Pacific. In 1953, Flight 739, a U.S. military transport, disappeared without a trace. 93 people on board, no black box, no wreckage, still unsolved. More recently, a cargo plane en route to Hawaii in 2014 reported a mysterious object approaching at extreme speed on radar before it suddenly vanished and their system crashed. Another flight crew over the Central Pacific in 2002 swore they saw a second aircraft flying parallel to them in the dark, with no transponder, no clearance, no communication. When they reported it, air traffic responded, "There's nothing on our radar." The captain retired 2 months later. He never spoke of it again. So what's really going on over the Pacific? The first theory is natural: magnetic anomalies. Some regions deep beneath the Pacific, particularly near the Hawaiian Emperor Seamount chain, show measurable fluctuations in Earth's magnetic field. Pilots have reported compasses spinning out of control or suddenly reversing direction. Navigation instruments go haywire and GPS locks up. Another theory involves airspace manipulation. The Pacific is surrounded by U.S. military bases, some publicly acknowledged, others not. These include experimental zones used for radar jamming, stealth aircraft testing, and electronic warfare simulations. Could civilian aircraft be flying through invisible zones that interfere with their systems? Some insiders suggest yes, and they say that even radar data is sometimes intentionally scrubbed. Then we go deeper, into the strange. Several pilots have gone on record anonymously to describe time distortions. They fly for 2 hours, but when they land, it's as if 3 have passed. Their instruments log the flight as completed, yet internal clocks, fuel burn, and even passenger watches tell a different story. Some researchers link these anomalies to energy fields or even gravity fluctuations in remote regions of the ocean. Others believe something more shocking: extraterrestrial interference. Could the skies over the Pacific be a corridor, not just between continents, but between dimensions? Despite all these strange accounts, airlines continue to operate thousands of flights over the Pacific every year. Statistically, they're safe. But here's what most people don't realize. Most long-haul Pacific routes are meticulously timed to avoid key danger zones, especially during night hours. Airlines prefer routes closer to island chains like Hawaii, Guam, and Midway, where emergency landings are possible. And when storms roll through certain sectors of the ocean, flights are delayed or rerouted, not just for weather, but for communications reliability. Translation? They're worried about going dark in the worst possible place. Even in 2025, some pilots still carry analog tools, paper maps, backup compasses, just in case their digital systems go offline. And when senior captains are asked off the record, "Would you fly the Central Pacific at 2 a.m. in full darkness?" most simply smile and shake their head. So next time you board a flight across the ocean, especially at night, take a moment to think about where you're going. Thousands of feet above Earth, over a black void deeper than we can imagine. Sometimes the sky isn't just air. Sometimes it's a warning. And those who fly it know, the Pacific doesn't always let go of what enters. Subscribe to SKYPLUS for more real aviation mysteries and shocking stories. Don't miss what's coming next.